Most people believe that good results prove good strategy, but that belief quietly breaks decisions in a way we don't notice. A promotion lands, a business quarter closes strong, a risky choice pays off, and almost immediately the story writes itself. That worked. So the decision must have been right. But here is the discomfort most people avoid sitting with. Sometimes outcomes are noise, and sometimes the thing that worked is exactly the thing that will fail next time. The decision problem here is deceptively simple. How do we know whether a decision was good in career, leadership, investing, or even personal life? We often judge decisions by their visible outcomes. If it worked, we trust the thinking. If it failed, we question it. That habit feels practical. It feels efficient and it is deeply misleading. This episode is not about execution excellence. It is not about discipline, effort, or working harder. It is not about denying results matter. This is about something more uncomfortable, separating the quality of thinking from the luck of outcome. Because if you can't do that, strategy quietly collapses into storytelling. Strategy is not an action. Strategy is the logic that decides which action deserves to exist. At its core, strategy is a coherent set of choices. What problem matter? What trade-offs are accepted? What is deliberately not pursued? Good execution means action aligned with that logic, not that action simply produce a favorable results once. Consider a simple example. Uh, Two leaders make the same risky decision. One succeeds, uh, one fails. If we call one strategic and the other foolish based purely on results, we are not evaluating strategy. We are grading luck. A common misunderstanding is treating movement as strategy. More initiative, faster decision, louder confidence, but speed without direction is not strategy. And motion without logic is just activity dressed up as intent. Outcome bias is the tendency to judge a decision by its results by rather than by the reasoning that produced it. Uh, it shows up quietly. A bad decision that works becomes a bold move. A good decision that fails becomes poor judgment. Internally, the justification sounds reasonable. I trusted my instinct. The numbers proved me right. It would have worked if the decision was wrong. What gets lost is the counterfactual. What could have happened under the same decision? Outcome bias flatters confidence and punishes the caution. And over time, it teaches the wrong lesson. Here is the failure loop. A strategy is formed, often loosely. A decision is made under uncertainty. A positive outcome occurs. The outcome validates the decision regardless of the logic. Next time, the same decision is repeated, but now it is repeated with more confidence and less security. Eventually, when conditions shift, failure arises, and the belief becomes the environment changed, not the strategy was flawed. Awareness of this bias doesn't fix it because the brain doesn't want truth, it wants coherence. and outcome offer the easiest story. Before judging any decision, hold it against three questions. First, would this decision still make sense if the outcome had gone the other way? Second, what assumptions did this decision quietly depend on? And third, what did the decision trade off that success now hides? These are not tools for certainty, they are tools for intellectual honesty. The core insight is simple but demanding. Results are feedback, they are not proof. Strategy lives in reasoning, not applause. And if you can't defend a decision independent of its outcome, you don't yet understand it. This is one more step in learning how to make deliberate decisions. Thank you.